Donald Trump decided to show off his new pitch for struggling Americans who can't afford basic necessities in this country because of his policies. So, at of course, McDonald's summit in Washington, D.C. early this week, Donald Trump went out there and kind of tested out his new talking points on how he's going to convince people he's the best on the issue of affordability, which just a couple days ago he said is a lie. Affordability is a lie, he said. But nevertheless, he knows, okay, voters are pissed, voters are poor, they can't afford food. I got to say something. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is Donald Trump's new talking point on why Americans should feel better about their economic situation. Here it is. We took over a mess. You probably would have had a bankrupt country. You are so damn lucky that I won that election, I'm telling you. That's his affordability message. Like, hey, I know you can't afford food, but God, you are lucky that I am up here. Oh boy, you are so lucky that I am in the White House. Well, what's left of it, I've torn down a whole wing of it, but you guys are so lucky it's me, right? Right? You're lucky. Yes, you are so lucky that Donald Trump implemented a trade war that has sent the prices of everything skyrocketing. The inflation that we are experiencing in the United States today is a direct result of Donald Trump's trade war. For the last year and a half-ish of the Biden administration, inflation had been brought down to normal levels. Okay? Normal levels. The problem was wages in the country were also not going up, and they needed to be. So even with prices coming down from the pandemic, Americans were still having an affordability issue because their income did not ever keep up with inflation. So they were still struggling, but they weren't struggling as much as they are now. And Donald Trump's "you're so damn lucky that I won," nobody's buying it. On the issue of his handling of the economy, Donald Trump is underwater by over 30 points. He has roughly a 30% approval rating on his handling of the economy, which is one of the worst we have ever seen in my lifetime. So the voters aren't going to, if this is Trump's pitch, the voters are not going to buy it. But I got to talk for a second about McDonald's. And I know that's a weird segue, but this was the McDonald's Impact Summit. So of course Trump was there, probably got some free burgers. But McDonald's this week, it was revealed that their customer base, their primary customer base, lower income Americans, has dropped by double digits this year because their prices have gone up so high. So McDonald's, the people putting on this Impact Summit where Trump is telling people on affordability, "you're lucky I won," McDonald's knows that lower income people have less money because even McDonald's is suffering. The cost of a Happy Meal, according to an analyst here, Happy Meals at McDonald's are prohibitively expensive for some people because there's been so much inflation. Prices have risen so high at fast food landmark McDonald's under Trump's leadership that traffic from one of its core customer bases, lower income households, has dropped by double digits. The struggle of the Golden Arches, long synonymous with cheap food for the masses, reflects a larger trend upending the consumer economy and making affordability a hot policy topic. The problem, of course, is what economists are calling the K-shaped economy. Those at the top are doing great. They're doing better than ever. Those at the bottom are getting worse and worse and worse. So the K, right? Rich get richer, poor getting poorer. And that is also reflected because the lower income places like McDonald's are seeing fewer customers. Higher end places, Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis, their sales have gone up. Delta Airlines, consumer, regular normal seats on the plane, coach seats, sales of those have fallen by almost 5%. Sales of first class seats, however, have gone up. So the rich folks are still flying. They're going to their Ritz-Carlton. They're going off to St. Regis. They're doing all the crazy rich people stuff that they can. The lower income people, the middle class people, we can't even go to McDonald's anymore. We sure as hell can't fly anywhere. And it's that K-shaped economy. And Trump's response to that, to American voters, is, you're damn lucky I won. Yeah. Good luck with that talking point, buddy. I am sure that's not going to turn even more people against you. Scientists recently discovered a new evolutionary trait in puppies, and it's that they cannot grow up and reach their full potential unless you subscribe to this channel. Don't do it for me, folks. Do it for little Atlas and Judge here.
Good boys. You do good. You want to say something?
No? Okay.